empathetic and skilled advocacy for Chandler spine-related injuries. Chandler injury lawyer Paul Ticen is committed to guiding you through the complexities of a Chandler neck and back injury claims, committed to a positive client experience, and committed to clients receiving fair and reasonable compensation. Soft tissue injuries affect muscles, ligaments, tendons, and other non-bony structures. They happen when forces from an impact or other incident are greater than what the muscle, ligament, or tendon can withstand. Soft tissue injuries are common in car crashes, bicycle accidents, and sports and fitness incidents. Common neck and back soft tissue injuries. The cervical, neck, thoracic, mid-back, and lumbar, lower back spines are made of vertebrae and intervertebral discs that are situated between vertebrae. The intervertebral discs are composed of the annulus, an outer ring of fibrous cartilage, and the nucleus, soft, jelly-like center. Intervertebral discs permit flexion, extension, and rotation of the spine, resist shear and torsional loads, absorb shock, and maintain the spacing between vertebrae that allows spinal nerves to exit the spinal canal unimpeded. However, mechanical forces from a vehicle crash or sports and fitness injury can lead to a rapid sequence of flexion, extension, compression, and shear of the spine that can cause various different soft tissue injuries to the spine, including whiplash. Whiplash involves a rapid forward and backward motion of the head and neck, resulting in sprains and strains to the ligaments, paraspinal muscles, and tendons. Disc injuries. Disc injuries include annular tears and disc herniations. An annular tear is a crack or fissure that forms in the outer ring, annulus fibrosus, of an intervertebral disc. Such tears can lead to discogenic pain with or without an accompanying disc herniation. A disc herniation occurs when the gel-like nucleus pulposus protrudes through an annular tear. Both annular tears and disc herniations may result acutely from incidents such as vehicle crashes or sports-related injuries, as part of the degenerative process in the spine, or from a combination of acute trauma and existing degeneration. Degenerative disc disease can make an individual more susceptible to annular tears and herniations from acute events like vehicle crashes. Nerve impingement and radiculopathy. Nerve impingement result when spinal nerves, which exit the vertebrae through the lateral recess, inner spinal canal, and intervertebral foramina, outer spinal openings, become compressed. Direct nerve impingement can occur due to vertebral fractures or vertebral displacement. A substantial disc herniation may cause nucleus pulpospidus material to protrude into these nerve exit pathways, leading to nerve compression. Also, a pre-existing condition called stenosis can reduce the space around the nerve root, which increases susceptibility to nerve impingement from a car crash. Radiculopathy. Acute nerve impingement mechanically irritates and damages nerve fibers and triggers inflammation and swelling. This leads to sharp, shooting, or burning pain, along with numbness, tingling, or muscle weakness radiating along the affected nerve's pathway, known as radiculopathy. For instance, nerve impingement at the lumbar 4 to 5 level on the right side can cause radiculopathy symptoms along the right sciatic pathway, resulting in shooting pain, tingling, and muscle weakness in the right leg, commonly known as sciatica. Similarly, nerve impingement at the cervical 6 to 7 level on the left side can cause shooting pain, numbness, and tingling in the thumb and index finger of the left hand. Pre-existing conditions and injuries. Many soft tissue neck and back injuries will have. Under Arizona law, anyone at fault for a motor vehicle crash or an avoidable sports or fitness injury is liable for newly created injuries and for any worsening or exacerbation of a pre-existing condition or injury. Failing to disclose prior injuries or wrongly claiming that the crash caused a purely chronic, progressive condition are a couple ways an unrepresented and unprepared claimant can sabotage his or her injury claim and potentially jeopardize the case at arbitration or trial. Engaging a skilled and competent personal injury attorney ensures that all pre-existing conditions and injuries are disclosed, pre-crash medical records are obtained, and a comprehensive case analysis and workup establishes a health baseline to clearly demonstrate how the crash aggravated a pre-existing condition and turning a vulnerability into a strategic leverage to maximize fair and reasonable compensation. Medical treatment and documentation. Soft tissue neck and back injuries can cause severe pain, reduce mobility, and limit the ability to perform work obligations and everyday activities. Neck and back pain and symptoms may be noticeable when the impact or other incident occurs, or the pain can be noticeable or even more intense in the days that follow. It is important for a person with neck and back injuries to seek medical care as soon as possible after the impact or incident for several reasons. Promptly obtaining medical care starts the road to recovery that much sooner and ensures proper healing. Promptly obtaining medical care also enables the healthcare provider to document the pain and other symptoms that are being experienced, and eliminates any argument by the insurance company that a delay in treatment is indicative that the injuries are not serious and rather related to a pre-existing chronic condition. For severe pain, going to the emergency room is a prudent step to rule out any internal life-threatening injury. Otherwise, seeking an evaluation with a general practitioner for a referral to a chiropractor, physical therapist, other healthcare provider depending on the type and nature of the soft tissue injury. How Chandler Injury Lawyer helps recover fair and reasonable compensation. Paul Ticen helps you receive fair and reasonable compensation for neck and back injuries that occur due to car crashes. Paul's role includes investigation and case building, gathering evidence, analyzing crash reports, identifying factual and legal issues, formulating theories of liability and potential sources of insurance coverage, and we can bring in subject matter experts if needed. Medical coordination, helping clients understand their healthcare options, including identifying whether there is medical payment coverage under your automobile policy and what this entails, the pros and cons of using health insurance versus medical liensons, and potential negotiation of liensons and subrogation interests. Insurance communication, taking over all communication and interactions with the insurance adjusters to shield the client from tactics that could undermine the personal injury claim. Settlement demands and negotiation, analyzing the medical records and billing statements, preparing detailed demand packages supported by medical documentation and non-economic damages like pain and suffering, and then negotiating strategically to maximize your settlement. Litigation and mediations, trial/arbitration preparation, litigating cases if a fair and reasonable settlement isn't possible, and presenting the case at mediation, arbitration hearings, or court. What is fair and reasonable compensation? Based on the nature, extent, and duration of a neck and back injury, reasonable expenses of necessary medical care, treatment, and services, past and future, lost income and reduced earning capacity, rehabilitation and home care expenses, pain and suffering, past and future, emotional distress/anxiety, past and future, loss of enjoyment of life, past and future, permanent impairment, disability, or disfigurement. Why choose Chandler Injury Lawyer? Personalized client experience. Paul Ticen limits his case volume to ensure every client benefits from personalized attention and care, and Paul strives to educate his clients to make the personal injury claim process and legal process less intimidating and more collaborative. Supported and involved. Insurance insider knowledge. Paul Ticen's prior experience as an insurance adjuster and insurance defense attorney gives him unique insight into insurer strategy and tactics, enables more objective case analysis, and aids him in building strong claims that are both factually sound and legally persuasive. Clear and transparent communication. Paul Ticen prioritizes clear and transparent communication to keep clients informed what's occurring and what to expect so clients can make well-informed decisions during the claim and litigation process. Empathy-driven service. Paul Ticen knows a serious injury brings physical pain, emotional and financial stress, and uncertainty. Paul, as an attorney, serves as your trusted counselor, guiding you through each step of the personal injury process with empathy and support. Paul promptly answers questions, ease your worries, and ensure you feel supported and informed from your first call through case resolution. Next steps and free consultation. Don't let insurance companies deprive you of fair and reasonable compensation for your neck and back injuries. Contact Chandler Injury Lawyer today for a free, no-obligation case review to gauge whether Paul Ticen is the right fit to handle your Chandler neck and back injury case. Cases are handled on a contingency fee basis. Contact Chandler Injury Lawyer at 48-064-69382 to submit your information and get started on your case.